is Marlon Toney.
Yeah, you can take your mask off.
My name is Marlon Toney and I live in District 1. In May of 2019, I played my violin for my East High IB graduation ceremony. I left East High to go to Century 2 for an award ceremony. As I approached Douglas and Market, I came across a terrible wreck that had just happened. I went around and I did not stop because I could see that help was being rendered, but I could see the wreckage was devastating. I went to my award show, and just after it had gotten started, I received a call from my girlfriend at the time. Her family had been in the wreck that I had just seen. I was shocked. Events unfolded quickly, and I received the news that 2 of her family members had been killed. I understood that this wreck was the end of a police chase that had begun downtown. The days and weeks following were very hard for me. I provided support to my then girlfriend, and I was forever changed. I struggled to go to school, I couldn't concentrate, and I had a difficult time moving forward watching the devastation and realizing that I had seen the wreckage and knew how bad it was. It took me a long time to recover from what I saw and how it impacted someone so close to me. On January 24th, I received a call from my mom that my stepdad had a wreck and needed help. I was closer to the location, and she asked me to go to him and try to comfort him because of how distraught he was on the phone. I headed that way. Minutes later, she called me back and told me that this wreck had been as a result of the beginning of a police chase, so she wanted to prepare me and knew it would be traumatic with the similarities and circumstances. I couldn't find my stepdad. He wasn't quite sure where he told us he was. He was having a hard time communicating. My mom made it there before me. I walked onto a scene that shocked me a little. My stepdad was visibly shaken and emotional. He was hugging me over and over, telling me that I needed a bigger car because if this had been me, I would not have made it. I have never seen him like this before. It was hard. As I tried to comfort him, I started realizing how close we were to the wreck that impacted me before. I felt very strange about it. The location, the circumstances were all the same, except for the fatalities. My stepdad didn't receive help directly after the wreck. He told us he got himself out of his car and stumbled several times. I didn't understand why no one went over to help him immediately. I understand now that he refused the ambulance, but I'm not sure that he was in the best state of mind to make that decision. My mom was very upset on the scene, as I could understand. It doesn't seem like the police learned anything from the wreck that had already deeply impacted me. We live downtown. This is our neighborhood. This is the second time an event like this has impacted my life. I don't think innocent bystanders should be at risk because of pursuits in downtown areas. The risk seems so great, and for what? I am sure the lady driving didn't murder anyone, yet my stepdad could have been killed. I am still processing what all has happened. I do not support initiating a pursuit in downtown or residential areas. Lives are at stake. Innocent people have to pick up the pieces. While we didn't lose a life this time, we lost property, and I can see the harm it's causing day after day as my parents try to figure out what to do. Please stop initiating or having pursuits in downtown Wichita.